Supplements. Quite possibly the biggest waste of money out there in terms of things that we think are helping or beneficial, but in reality, they have zero effectiveness, zero benefits, and you are completely getting bent over and given the business. And I'm not talking about the slow, sexy kind. I'm talking about the rough, dirty, nasty, I'm gonna take your money kind. Today, I'm going over the supplements that, in my opinion, are a huge, colossal waste of money. As in, you're getting ripped off if you're taking them because they don't do anything, they're not effective, and honestly, it's just great marketing. Now, that being said, I do want to also go over some supplements that I do feel are beneficial, that I currently take, that I enjoy. I'm going to list those down below. They are going to be able to be grabbed over on Amazon. This is not in any way, shape, or form a sponsored video. Every time I do one of these videos talking about things I like or I use, everybody's like, sponsored, sell out. Like, no, this is just shit that I use that I'm gonna share with you. All right, all the other things that I'm not in love with are things that I've tried, things that I've used, and things that I just don't feel are worth your money. When the reality is that a lot of these supplements are super expensive. The other thing I just want you to understand up front, if you take something, even if I say, yo, it's a waste of money, total bullshit, if you feel like it's doing something or you get benefit from it, keep taking it. Whether or not it's placebo effect or whatever, if you feel it is benefiting you and you think you're getting something from it, keep taking it. Don't worry about what I say. A few of the things that I feel are important to know before I get into this list. Number one, I used to own 3 nutrition stores before I got into YouTube. All right, when I first moved to Atlanta, I met a dude, we opened a nutrition store, and then we opened 2 additional ones. The other thing you need to understand is that supplements are not regulated the same way food is. And so they can make these wild claims in terms of the companies like, oh, it's gonna shred fat off you in like 2 days, right? And it's never actually having to be substantiated. And so a lot of times you are just simply leaving it up to the integrity of the supplement company, which is something you should never do, all right? Something else you should never do is simply listen to influencers or people that own supplement companies, because I'm not saying that they're lying to you, but they're incentivized to tell you that something will work even if it may not, just because they want to make their money. There's a lot of margin in supplements, and so there's a lot of money to be made. You just need to do your own research, all right? ChatGPT is a great resource, but don't listen to me. Even if I say something shit, just do your own research. That's the best thing I can recommend. So number 1 is BCAAs, or amino acid supplements. If you're eating a healthy diet that is full of protein, you don't need this supplement, period. I think BCAAs are a big, huge, amazing waste of money. Number 2 is most fat-burning supplements, or things that are marketed as fat burners. Typically, they're just going to have caffeine, all right? It's going to basically boost you up, get you real excited. Sometimes it might have some type of thermogenic property in there, but the reality is this, is that fat burners in general just don't work. They're not gonna like just melt body fat off you without doing the other things you need to do in order to basically burn body fat. Can they get you a little bit like more amped up? Yes. Can they raise your resting heart rate? Yes. But the reality is so does a cup of coffee. Which brings us to pre-workouts, which essentially are just caffeine. I feel like they are a waste of money, but I know that a lot of you guys are using them. Just be careful. Don't take them too late. If you feel like it's like amping you up or jittering you too much, then you probably should tone it down a little bit. Next up is most testosterone boosting supplements. There are micronutrients that we're going to talk about a little bit later in this video, but if there is a product that is basically a testosterone booster, typically it's going to have certain nutrients in there. It's going to have, tribulus, it's going to have vitamin D, it's going to have zinc, it's going to have magnesium, but typically they are way like underdosed. In order to get the benefits from them, you really need to increase them, and in my opinion, take them like as individual supplements and micronutrients, like we'll talk about a little bit later. But most testosterone supplements, not only do they look pretty sketchy, they don't really work. HG boosting supplements, or growth hormone boosting supplements. Again, most of these are complete and utter crap. Any supplement that basically claims that you have like an anabolic window, this is also something that is like super overhyped. Like if you have to take it within like 20 or 30 or 40 minutes, very like small like anabolic window. If you take it here, if you miss this window, you're not gonna get the muscle building results that you would if you took it right here. This like 15-minute after you work, that's bullshit. Like complete bullshit. There is no such thing as like an anabolic window. Or if there is, it's much wider and broader than than these supplements are actually claiming. All right, just make sure you're getting enough high quality protein throughout the day. I would say shoot for 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's gonna give you enough of the good stuff, the building blocks of muscle, in order to keep you looking good and making progress. Synthetic vitamins. Complete waste of money, you're just peeing it out. Your body can't absorb it. What I'm talking about primarily is synthetic multivitamins. All those multivitamins that are like 1 a day, super packed with amazing like micronutrient, like compound blends, right? Typically, these are gonna be super low quality and you're also not gonna be able to absorb them. You need to start looking for something like that, made with organic vegetables and herbs, or sourced from whole food concentrate nutrients or whatever. And what that means and is referring to is the micronutrient panel on the back. All of the micronutrients in a high quality multivitamin are derived from real foods, real vegetables, which is how your body is going to absorb them. A lot of the time when you find something like a Mega Man or a Centrum or like a 1 a day, like cheap, low quality multivitamin, they pack so much micronutrient into 1 pill or 2 pills. And the way that they get those is like, if it's from iron, they're getting it from like iron ore as opposed to the iron that you find in like a spinach. And so it's very different and your body has a very difficult time absorbing nutrients that are synthetic. And last, but certainly not least, my boy glutamine, which I used to be like, glutamine, yeah, glutamine, you gotta take glutamine, right? You probably have enough glutamine in your body through a healthy diet. You're good on glutamine. In my opinion, it's kind of a worthless supplement. I know it's not technically like L-glutamine is not worthless, but the benefits from supplementing it in terms of recovery or muscle building, I really don't feel like it is worth the investment. Now, let's talk about some that are. All right. 1, high quality protein supplement. All right, I love the brand Quest, but there are a lot of other amazing quality proteins out there. The deal is, guys, a high quality protein powder is, I think, something that is worth the money, because if you're trying to get 120, 30, 40, 50 grams of protein a day, it's difficult to do it from food alone, and so having some type of protein supplement is great. This is also amazing for post-workout during that anabolic window. It's easier for your body to absorb and shuttle those amino acids to your muscles because it's already kind of like broken down. If you eat a chicken breast, your body has to break it down, process it, and then you start the absorption process. But protein, I feel, is definitely something you should invest in. Also, creatine. Creatine is one of those supplements that I absolutely love. I recently started taking it. I noticed some incredible benefits. The more research I do, this is definitely worth the money. And the beautiful thing is that it's not very expensive. It's super cheap. A high quality multivitamin is definitely something I would recommend every single one of you take. And the whole idea behind taking something like a multivitamin, it's kind of like a nutritional insurance program, right? You don't know if everything in there is being utilized or used or whatever, but you know that your diet isn't the best it possibly could. It's literally impossible to eat a perfect diet to get all of the nutrients that you need in the recommended daily amounts that you need them. And so taking a multivitamin is a good baseline. Now, in terms of things like AG1 and the greens, I think these are decent products. They do have a lot of nutrients. They do have a lot of great things like adaptogens, not to mention healthy bacteria, pre and probiotics, also something that is very important for your gut health. But I personally would say it's a lot easier to take something just like a multivitamin. This is the one that I love, but there are a lot of great ones on the market. Quadracarn by Beverly International. It is an L-carnitine blend. I've been taking this for a long time and I feel like this does help. Could I be totally like lying to myself? Yes. But when it comes to fat loss, I will tell you this. It does boil down to caloric consumption versus expenditure. If you're eating more than you're burning, you're gonna gain weight. If you're just basically not losing, not gaining, you are at a caloric neutral place. And if you actually want to start burning body fat, you got to get your calories below the amount that you burn. All right. This though, I feel like the L-carnitine, from all the studies and research that I have done, it does basically help shuttle the fatty acids into the muscle to be used as energy. But just taking L-carnitine alone isn't gonna make you like see your abs like really quick. You gotta get the calories down. If you missed the video I did talking about how to get your abs to show in literally 14 days, I'm gonna link to that video down below. Something else that I take is a supplement for prostate health. Again, I believe in the micronutrients, all right? Saw Palmetto, a lot of other ingredients or micronutrients do have a positive effect. It's been proven, it's been tested, it's been shown on your prostate. And prostate cancer is something that you can basically help mitigate by making sure that your prostate is healthy. So this I take every day. Something else is this product, a liver support product. Your liver takes a lot of abuse. And so for me, one of the things that I do, I will take a liver support supplement on a daily basis in order to really just help my liver heal and be as healthy as possible. I also take 5,000 IUs of vitamin D3 every single day. Vitamin D, essential for testosterone production and feeling amazing. Something else I forgot to mention. L-carnitine has also been shown to help naturally boost testosterone levels. Don't just take my word, Google it. Like ChatGPT, L-carnitine boosts testosterone. It's not just my opinion. That was one of the surprising things when I went to have my testosterone checked. They're like, it went up a lot. And I'm like, what have I changed? And then I started doing research and it was L-carnitine. Something else that I take, L-arginine, all right? Nitric oxide, vasodilator, blood flow, Big Al, not to mention all of my arteries, all right? L-arginine, I take this every single day. I personally take 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. It's an antioxidant. Antioxidant is basically helping your body protect itself from free radical damage, all right? Free radicals basically are all the things bad in the air, right? If you bite an apple, you set it there, it turns brown. That's all the free radicals damaging the healthy tissue of the apple. Same thing happens with us. And so vitamin C, it boosts your immune system. It does all sorts of incredible things, in my opinion. And that's the other thing. The bottom line is this. If you want to build the best body you can, work out, eat healthy, period. Take your protein, take your creatine, take your multivitamin. You want to supplement any of these others, I say go for it. But everything else, in my opinion, is kind of a waste of money. There are certain products or nutrients that I feel are beneficial through the research that I have done. But again, I could be lying to myself. I just believe that they work. And a lot of times nutrition and supplementation is a lot like religion. It is faith-based. And so based on that, I'm gonna keep taking the things I take. But what about you? Are you wasting money or did I miss something? Down below, what's a supplement that you A, feel is worth the money and B, feel like is a huge, colossal ripoff?